sports reporting. It's a 15-yard penalty. First down. You know nothing about sports.
Now it's prod, not the beat.
You know nothing about
That got small issues.
I don't have too many issues from the names I see.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, we're on the record, yeah.
We're live. Live.
Welcome back.
You know
We
nothing.
Look, we should have had that theme song playing. The joint, Welcome Back, Carter. Welcome back.
I'm not paying those.
No, can we do the original and not the Mace version?
Once again, I'm not paying those residuals. I'm sorry. John Travolta got like two planes. He don't need no money from us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that mixed version was trash.
Yeah. Well,
So look here, America. We're going to start off this week by giving a shout out to the people that made the NBA's all 75 year team.
and the people that didn't.
Well, true that. I don't have too many issues with the list. You know, I got some questions.
I do too. I have some questions. There's some people on the list. I know why they're on the list, but I'm just saying you excluded worthy people. Not that many. It's not that many worthy people. Maybe 2 or 3. And so the list.
Like I see Wes Unseld on here.
Yeah. Well, I think everybody that was on 50 stayed, so we just added another 20.
Gotcha.
Well,
You're right.
yeah.
Good point.
So they added 26 because it was a tie, which is so stupid and lame. And PC, like, no, you can tell people they can't make it. It's 75 years, not 76. You won
Right.
if you won in 76, you would have done the list next year. I mean, in 2022. But whatever.
Yeah. I'm sitting here looking at the list now, trying to see who I would take off and put Dwight Howard on. But
Do y'all think Carmelo is worthy?
I do.
Yes.
He's one of the most prolific scorers this game has ever seen.
He's 4-time Olympian, 3 gold medals. No, yeah. I mean, I know that's Olympic and not NBA, but yeah, oh my God. Yeah, Melo.
I mean, for 19 years, this dude has been a walking bucket.
Yeah.
Like consistently a bucket. Never really been severely hurt. I mean, he's just year after year, he's just filled it up.
I think my only issue is Damian Lillard and Anthony Davis. I don't think they belong on that team. And it's not like how Shaq was in the 50, where a lot of people were like, why is Shaq on the team? Well, we knew what Shaq was going to be. And when Shaq got picked, I think he was in his 3rd or 4th year. Anthony Davis and Damian Lillard's been in the league, 8-9 years.
Right.
Are they really top, like one of the best 75 players to ever play the game?
I can see James Harden and Steph Curry on the list.
It's debatable.
It's debatable. And then, Dwight to me is Dwight Howard and Dikembe Mutombo.
Now that's my issue right there, K-Man. That's what I was gonna bring up. How come Mutombo is not on this list?
I mean, Mutombo he a Hall of Famer, 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. I don't count All-Stars, I don't care. 3-time All-NBA, led the league in blocks 3 times. I mean, good grief. Dwight won, I think, 3 straight Defensive Players of the Year.
Yep.
All NBA. A lot of times, led the league in rebounding. Took a team that, quite frankly, they had no business going to the NBA Finals. With Michael Pietrus. Yes.
Let that sink in.
Yes.
This man took a team with Michael Pietras and Rashard Lewis on it to the NBA Finals.
I mean, come on. I mean, yeah, he took that team to the NBA Finals. Now, when they got to the finals, you showed like, oh, okay, y'all don't believe it. Y'all don't belong there. But he took a team to the NBA Finals. Dame ain't taking no team to the NBA Finals. Anthony Davis, has he really taken a team to the NBA Finals? I mean, really? That's LeBron. And when he was in New Orleans, he couldn't do anything.
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, so the bubble season.
Here we go.
All right, so yeah, the bubble season.
Okay.
For a lot of for the majority of that year, LeBron was on pace to win another MVP. In the bubble, in the playoffs, it was Anthony Davis's team. So that's kind of how I look at it. Like, you know, Anthony Davis, we don't get that championship without Anthony Davis, without his leadership in the bubble.
You know how I feel about the bubble championship. You know how
I'm not asking you to legitimize our bubble championship. It's a legitimate championship, whether you look at it as so or not. We have a banner for that year.
Yeah, don't get into the asterisk stuff.
I'm just saying. I don't. Also, I got a little issue with Milwaukee's championship. Prior to that, Giannis won back-to-back MVPs and Defensive Player of the Year. Only the third person to win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same year. So, plus he got his MVP and for finals. So yeah, he's justified. Harden could have won MVP 3 straight years. You know, KD. You know, Steph. I think the rules helped him, but he has 2 MVPs. Well, yeah. And unanimous. Same thing with Nash. Nash has 2 MVPs. That's why he's on the list. For those people who saying about Kyrie Irving, Kyrie can dribble. That's it.
I have one name that's continuing to stick out to me on this list that's debatable in my eyes, even more so than Anthony Davis and Damian Lillard. Robert Parrish.
I was thinking that same thing, but you know the reason why he's on that list.
Yeah,
Bird, but I mean,
but you got to.
It's not Bird. It's not Bird.
It's the coach KC Jones and that team that the Celtics had put together.
It's the Shamrock. That's the reason why are there so many why are there so many Knicks on this team?
I mean Celtics, man.
I mean, but it's a team thing because there's so many Knicks on this team. Yeah. So because there's a lot of Lakers on this team, and there's a lot of Knicks, Celtics, and Lakers. Because
those were the dominant teams in the kind of NBA heyday. Those teams kind of dominated because they had the players. Okay. That's bottom line. And like you said earlier, the game has changed now.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, and if you look at the people that they've added to this list, they're more shooters than anything.
Yeah, because the game has opened up.
Yeah.
But
my question is, what did Robert Parrish do? Like, at least Damian Lillard, he's done something. Like he's a very dangerous scorer. He hasn't done it to the, he hasn't gotten his team to the Western Conference Finals, haven't gotten to the finals. But what did he do?
This is what he did, people. He checked best player in NBA history. He had to check Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when the Lakers played the Celtics, and the Celtics somehow won over the Lakers.
They played twice in the NBA Finals. I remember they beat the Lakers in '84, and then the Lakers beat them in '85, and then beat them again in '87.
And also, you gotta look at it like this.
And also, the best player, Kareem, got buckets on him.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing. You got to understand, Robert Parrish is one of the great big men because he was what a traditional center. He didn't come outside really to paint. He did most of his damage inside the paint. That was
what damage? Center. That's what I'm trying to understand. Like,
they won championships as a team, B-Wig. That's what I'm talking about.
I get it.
I get that.
So why isn't Luke Longley on the list then?
I'm gonna tell you like this. The game, at that particular time, the game was changing. Luke was your traditional big man, but Luke Long could at least he could run the court a little bit.
Is Robert Parrish better than Dwight Howard or Dikembe Mutombo?
Back then, probably, yeah, but now, no, it's a different game.
No. Look, the one thing you can do is transport. If you can just in your mind transport these players. What was the hardest decade of the NBA? Probably the 70s.
Here's the rationale, K-Man. I know what you're doing.
70s.
Yeah.
So if you transport Robert Parrish in the 70s, you transport Dikembe Mutombo or Dwight Howard, they would eat his lunch.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The coaches probably wouldn't let them do that or play that way because the game is different. If they're in that particular era and they're coming up, they're going to play like a traditional center back then because that's how the game was played.
Dwight couldn't shoot. Dwight couldn't shoot.
Look, his thing. But now,
and neither could Dikembe.
You have some centers that can step out the box and hit a decent jump shot.
But we're not talking about now. We're talking about back then.
Here's the thing. Back then, if a center did that, he would get benched because that's not his job.
I'm just saying that Robert Parrish don't belong on this list. He only on this list because he played for the Celtics. That's the only reason.
I'd rather see Robert Horry on the list than Robert Parrish.
He got 7.
You don't want Robert Horry on the list? Fine. Put John Sally on the list. Give us a laugh.
So let me ask you, why is Dennis Rodman on the list?
5 championships.
He's only one of the most dominant defensive big men that the game has ever seen.
I'll give you that one.
Can check probably 2 through 4. Like legit. Like Draymond says he can check. But he can legit check 2 through 4. Now, like Shaq, Akeem, David Robinson would eat his lunch, but he would get in their head.
Right.
Draymond got to kick you in the balls to try to get in your head.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't one of y'all guys say something? Why is Dirk Nowitzki on the list?
I didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
No,
he belongs there.
Oh, prolific scorer, second greatest international player of all time. Yeah, he deserves.
How come John Stockton not on here? Oh, all-time assist leader, ain't it? Something like that?
He was on the list.
He's on the list?
He's top 50. He was on 50.
Cool. Okay.
He was on 50. Yeah, Carmelo's on there too. My other issue I have with the list is Klay Thompson. Stop whining. You always whining. You don't belong on this list because you're not particularly great. You're not all-time great. You're great for this era of basketball. If you put you back in the other eras, you could play defense, but you're not great. You're not an all-time great.
Light skin and sensitive.
He was doing the same thing when he got mad when he didn't make any of the All-NBA because he couldn't get the bump up in the salary. Like, you're not that great, dude. Just stop crying on Twitter.
Klay been in the dumps ever since he went down in the finals against the Raptors and Kawhi beat them. And then he tried to come back and he got hurt again. So mentally, he's just been in the dumps the last 2 years anyway.
He need to go in the studio with Babyface and come out another hit. All right, because I know that was you who sang "Someone to Love." I know that was you.
I thought he was the one that made that song. They don't know. Oh wait, no, that was John B.
I was going to say, man, y'all.
I'm saying they're the same person.
Ain't John B from Baltimore?
I
think he's from Baltimore somewhere, man.
I don't know.
Around there, something.
That might explain why he's still around.
Yeah.
But
the Baltimore ones they got longevity.
Yeah. They're like cockroaches. They're gonna survive a nuclear holocaust.
They resilient. This man has lived through horrible record sales and one hit and all the various STIs that Baltimore has to offer.
Yes.
Oh my God. But that was the only few issues I had with the list, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you don't hear that many people talking about it because you hear the hyperbolic people who have to talk on TV. But this is a perfect list. I mean,
it's a legit list.
They made up for not putting Dominique on 50 and he's on 75. So, this is a legit list.
it is.
we got our little gripes here and there, but
yeah, for the most part, yeah, it's perfect. I just had that one. Robert Parrish was the only player that I had that I say just shouldn't be on the list. Period.
Yeah, it was something. When they were doing the list, they were talking to Charles Barkley, and they were showing, because I think when the list came out, I think it was in Orlando or it was All-Star Weekend, and he said when they did the top 50, only one person wasn't there, and that was Pete Maravich because he died in a car accident like a decade before. But all 49 players were there, and you could see Charles Barkley like light up in his eyes just recounting, being there 25 years ago and then talking to all these people. Unfortunately, when they, I guess, meet up in the All-Star game this year, we're going to be missing a lot of people with Moses and also with Pete Maravich and Wes gone. And so it's a celebration. So it's a cool thing. I'm not sappy, but I'm happy for this list. And I'm happy that maybe during this COVID time and mostly everybody's vaccinated, that all these people can get together, this February.
Definitely.
I think they will. It's looking that way because a lot of players are getting. Well, most of the teams are like almost fully vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
Which the NFL? Well, let me be quiet.
Nah, say it, because I'm thinking the same thing.
With the NFL?
Yeah, their list is a joke. The whole list.
Oh man!
And it's not even a real list. It's a list that players get together and put their favorites, put their people, the ones they like, most.
That 100 player list, that's a crap list.
Yeah.
I didn't even like the 100 anniversary list. I hated that list.
That's what I'm talking about. It came on NFL Network and all that mess.
Yeah, it focused way too much on players in the 60s and 70s. There are way too many 60s and 70s players on there. And yes, they were attributed a lot to the team. I mean, a lot to the NFL. But there were way many better players who came out in the 80s, 90s, in the 2000s, in the 2010s, who didn't make that list because you had to put some old people on there.
Yeah.
Well, you also have to look at who's picking the people. Who's the jury? Who's the judges? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was Belichick, and he was going back. It was Belichick and all these older coaches and older players and stuff like that.
And my point is that as we get older, and people around our age, bracket, they're not going to remember these older players unless they look at film or something like that. They're going to pick players like Brandon said, starting around 1990 probably. Okay, this is who I know about. Let me vote for these guys.
Yeah, it's like when last year when Draymond said he was the best defensive player to ever play the game, and you saw these people on Twitter saying, "Yeah," and I was like, "I'm not getting into this. I've seen way too many better defensive players than you."
Yeah.
Gary Payton.
That's what I was going to say. K-Man,
is better than you. We already discussed Dikembe Mutombo, Akeem Olajuwon, Alonzo Mourning, way better players than you are.
Sam Perkins, bro.
Yeah, Sam Perkins.
Perk some love.
Yeah.
And look,
proud the kid.
No, he didn't. He didn't play no defense.
This was going to happen, K-Man. This was going to happen, B-Wig.
I remember dunked and had babies. That's all.
Look, we're discussing this right now and we're laughing. Watch, give it about 10 years. Somebody going to put Patrick Beverly on the best defensive team. Watch.
Yeah.
And if we're still doing this 10 years from now, we'll discuss it then. 10 years from now, I prefer to be retired and on the beach somewhere, but who knows?
Oh, man. Yeah, that's the only thing I had with that list, man.
10 years from now, I'll be running a media empire. that actual has like real news and not people who just wants to get your attention.
Yeah.
You might be
that's what?
You might be in somebody's front office, K-Man, running the show.
I ain't gonna be in nobody's front office. They gonna listen to me. They gonna listen to me.
America, so you know, America. K-Man is our insider. We don't know how he gets information, but somehow K-Man has all the front office information. Just and me and B Willie be like, man, wait a minute, what are you? And somehow K-Man puts stuff out before he even hit the media. I'm like, watch. He'll say like, watch.
Yeah, like one of us will bring something up in the text, and then here come Kennedy with like just like 7-8 facts about it. Like he got stuff recent and from like 17 years ago. I'm like, this dude is a sports encyclopedia. I mean, what?
Oh, I'm not that. I am not that. I am not that.
This is the same man, America, 1 week ago, I think it's a week ago, almost went undefeated. Lost one game. And I'm like, hold on, man. And I said, this man is at 13-0. I said, I ain't never seen it. I said, he knows something we don't be with.
I don't know anything. I'm going off of, I say, as I said before, I'm going off of psychology. That's all I'm going off of. And psychology should have told me that the Titans was going to win because the Bills aren't there yet to win that many games in a row.
There you have it, America.
Speaking of the Titans, shifting to the NFL. So these dudes straight up got busy on Kansas City, and I have major concerns about Kansas City.
A lot of people do.
I don't.
At what
They're
point?
my division. I want to see them fall down.
So to clarify his earlier statement, is 95% psychology, 5% spike.
Yes.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, they are soft from top to bottom. I think they're still suffering the consequences of imploding their offensive line in the offseason. And instead of just going back to the drawing board and tinkering a few things here and there, they took that loss from the Super Bowl and said, "Nah, we really got to dig this thing up. Let's
double
go
down on offense."
Yeah, exactly. And look where it's gotten you.
Yeah.
Those losses, they fester.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, look at the trade with the Baltimore Ravens. That was a dumb trade. Baltimore was happy to take that trade. Happy. Yep. I ain't got to pay this fool. He ain't that good because of the offense we run. Yep. And he only looks good because Lamar's barely in the pocket that long. That was a great trade. But let's be
go ahead, man.
That Super Bowl they won, fluke. Because had Garoppolo been just competent,
yeah.
49ers would have won that Super Bowl.
Yep.
Here's my take, man. And we've discussed it on this show before. Like you said, that Super Bowl was a fluke. People caught on to the offense, like they're catching on to the offense now. And that's what the problem is. Andy Reid does not want to change it up. You have to be creative to stay on top. And their defense can't stop anybody. And when you got a defense like that, your offense has to compensate. And what's happening is Patrick Mahomes is overcompensating. He's trying all this trickery stuff. And it's like, bro, we've seen you do it. We know what you're going to do already.
You know, and that's part of the reason why I said the other day, Sean, you disagreed, that I wouldn't close the door on Andy Reid resigning after this season to let somebody else take the reins, whether that's Eric Bieniemy, whether that's somebody from the outside. I don't know, but Andy Reid has been in this league a very, very long time. He failed.
94?
Yeah. He failed for a very, very long time.
Okay. Not failed, but came up short.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll go with that one. It's still a failure of a season, but whatever. Yeah, he came up short. a lot. You know, that's what he became known for with the Eagles. Coming up short of that big opportunity.
I mean, what's the issue with the Eagles? And the same thing with Kansas City. He never wanted to run the ball because he always wanted to throw. The fumble that Allaire had in against Baltimore is because he was cold.
Yeah.
Because you want to throw the ball all the time. Now you want to run the ball, and he's cold. He wants to win pretty instead of just winning, and that's why he always loses. His clock management is crap. It's always been crap for the last 20 years.
But you got to go ahead, B.
No, I was just going to say, you say he wants to throw all the time. Nobody seems to ever want to talk about this, but Travis Kelce wants the ball.
Yes.
Yeah. Tyreek Hill wants the ball. They're not going out in the media saying it, but best believe their personalities tell me that these are dudes that want the ball and will cause a problem behind the scenes if they don't get it.
Yeah, I think they're going to cause problems in the offseason about the way the offense was ran. I don't think they'll do it during the season because they got a lot of respect for Andy Reid. But my thing is, coaches like Andy Reid are starting to die out. And the reason I say that because you remember how I don't know if it was the 49ers when they were winning. Bill Walsh had all these great head coaches now. I think Mike Holmgren was there. Mm-hmm. I think Andy Reid could have been there. Then it was somebody at Green Bay? It was some coach at Green Bay had a bunch of little coaches where like McVay and all them came up.
Yeah, it was Mike Holmgren.
Yeah. So you got to look at the coaching tree. People like Andy Reid will possibly get a pass because of the tree he came from. But
he comes from a glorious tree.
Yeah. See, like I said earlier, but that's starting to die out because the game is changing.
No, because most of the innovative coaches are still from that tree. McVay, Shanahan, LaFleur are Shanahan. Shanahan is under Walsh. They're all under the tree. And Zach Taylor is from McVay. Right. So yeah.
But just like I say, the young coaches you mentioned, they're changing the game.
Yeah.
And like they get more creative with their offensive play calling.
And back to the Kelce and Tyreek Hill. Let me tell you something right now. I'm going to be 100% honest. Tyreek Hill isn't that special. He's just fast.
Yeah.
Speed kills came.
Yeah, you can cover that. Travis Kelce is a problem. He is you can't guard him. Because if you ever watch him, he's so big, but he's so agile. I mean, he's special. And he should get the ball like a target at least 10 times a game off top.
Yeah. There's not a player in this league built to cover him. You can't put a corner on him, he's too big. And he runs by corners.
Yeah.
Can't put a linebacker on him, too slow.
Mm-hmm.
Can't put a safety on him, too slow.
That's how the new tight end is now, man, coming out. Yeah.
The only people I can think that could probably check him don't play in this league. And that's Aqib Talib, Sean Taylor, maybe Brian Dawkins.
I think Charles Woodson can strap him, personally.
Charles Woodson?
Mm-hmm.
Charles Woodson in his prime. I think Charles Woodson can strap him.
Maybe Ronnie Lott in his prime. Because Ronnie could cover, because Ronnie was a corner, didn't turn to safety. So he could cover and he could knock him out. So, okay. But you see what I'm saying? None of these people are in the league.
Yeah.
Maybe Derwin James. I guess maybe Derwin James might be the closest.
Yeah.
But just like I said, that's how the game has kind of changed, man.
How tall is Diggs?
Diggs is 6'2",
6'1",
6'2", something like that.
How big is he?
I think he about maybe 205.
205, yeah.
Okay, so if you're a bigger corner, if you're 6'2" in a physical corner, maybe you could probably check him, but there's not that many of them.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but like I said, the game has changed, man. You got tight ends that big running 4.4s and stuff, like the guy Kyle Pitts, tight end.
Waller.
The game is changing, and my thing is the defenses have to account for that. Like you said, there's a linebacker is too slow, but there are a few linebackers that can probably outrun him. I know my boy from LSU, Devin White. Devin White. Yeah. He's a fast linebacker. They got some linebackers that are running a 4.3, 4.4 that can possibly keep up with him. depending on what scheme the defense is playing.
Michael Parsons.
Yeah, exactly. It's another one.
Roquan.
One of those freaks. One of those freaks.
Roquan Smith.
And you notice most of the defensive ends are like 6'6", 6'7" now and can run.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what those guys got to learn how to block a tight end. But when you're blocking somebody, if Travis Kelce lines up at the line and somebody that size can block him, they got to use a lot of technique.
But let's be for real. Let's be for real. One of their main issue is defense, and they have not spent money on defense. They have not invested in defense.
Not since Honeyback.
Yeah, I mean, it's just him. It's just him and Chris Jones. That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Frank Clark is a moron who he can't keep his head on straight 2-3 weeks in a row to put anything meaningful together.
And you see, that's why I said earlier.
And I don't blame Spagnuolo because you're giving me crap, and I'm trying to mask this, but now people catching on is like, I can't do anything with this.
That's the problem.
Yep.
See, you had a prolific offense, but your defense can't stop anybody, which causes your offense to work even harder and make mistakes.
Also, we have money. Also, with money now, a lot of money's allocated at the top, so you got to draft better if you want to stay in contention.
Yep, you can't. You gotta. It's exactly what you just said. You got to draft well. They took two of our cast-offs at linebacker, Damian Wilson and Anthony Hitchens, stuck them in their system. Yeah, and it worked for a season. But when you keep missing on draft picks, look, those two linebackers, they had already been in the league, I think maybe 4 or 5 years. Yeah, because they were at the end of their rookie contracts. 4 or 5 years, they had already been in the league, and they were average. They had better talent around them in Kansas City, Chris Jones and Honey Badger. So, they fit better in that system, but they were never anything special. So now that you keep missing and missing and missing on your draft picks, it's starting to show up. And then they're not even really, doing anything on defense in free agency. So that combined with the continued misses in the draft is starting to show up.
And what was the point of signing Sir Smoke a Lot?
Yeah.
Like your problem is defense, and yet you go sign another receiver.
Yeah.
That's to make Mahomes happy, man. That's all. Because he signed that 10-year contract, whatever it's worth, man. They're just trying to make sure he stays happy and all that.
I keep on telling y'all, he ain't worth that contract. He ain't worth the contract.
I know that Andy Reid has historically been known as the quarterback whisperer, but it seems like now Mahomes is smelling himself.
Yep.
And he's regressing in his mechanics.
Kind of reminds you of Donovan McNabb.
Yeah. And, you're starting to see this undisciplined nature with the ball. Every Sunday, he's turning the ball over. Uncharacteristic of, what we've seen, traditionally. But you're starting to see these little things. It's the little things, like his feet. I rarely see his feet set in the pocket these days when he's making the throw.
It's never been set, and it's always been
exactly.
It's always been bad, but they've been getting away with it. But now it's coming back.
Right. He's got it. If you watch him, he's kind of got like James Brown feet. Like he's like shuffling. He's constantly shuffling.
Yeah.
In the pocket, and I don't know if he's not spending as much time in the film room, or if he's as attentive as he's always been in the film room. But each week, teams are starting to frustrate. Like even in the Washington game, I know Washington lost I know they lost that game by a considerable amount at the end. But for a lot of that game, for 3 quarters, they were in that game because he was playing subpar.
Yeah. He's fell in love with throwing off platform like every throw. And it's cool to throw off platform out of necessity, not out of just, hey, I want to do it.
I'm gonna tell you. And that's the point, kid, man, because I'm gonna tell you, what he's trying to do is the equivalent of someone putting a video out there on Facebook trying to get likes. He's playing the game, trying to make all these spectacular moves, and so people can like it. Instead of just using his technique and his mechanics to work the ball down the field. That's what he's doing. He's looking for likes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. And then I hate to blame a quarterback for the caliber of talent around him, but you really don't have to work that hard when you got Travis Kelce, who's always open. You got Tyreek Hill, who's always going to run by people. All you got to do is just throw the ball up in a relatively straight line, and he's going to run up under it. Like how much do you have to challenge yourself to get better when you got players like that?
I just said he's doing it for the likes. He's looking for the da-na-na.
Yes, he is. Yeah, and then so he can do that, and his goofy brother can dance on people's fields.
And look, K-Man, you said it earlier. He's starting to smell himself because everybody was saying, "Oh, look at that no-look pass. Did you see that? Oh my God!"
Oh yeah. You know who's doing that, but he's doing it because he has to. Kyler, but Kyler's not doing it all the time, and Kyler's like 4 inches shorter than him with a shorter wingspan. Yeah, Kyler has a baseball background too. He ain't throwing sidearm just to be throwing sidearm.
I know, right?
Yeah. Well, if he threw sidearm, then every pass would get batted down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or hit the lineman in the back.
Yeah.
All right, man. Look here. Ooh, boy. We were making jokes about this, man. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I gotta get y'all on the record, man.
Who? I'm talking about. We make jokes about everybody.
We make a lot of jokes on this show.
I need specifics, sir.
Miami.
Oh
man.
My only thing is, man.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that much. I'm not trying to get in trouble.
My only thing is, man, is that he waived the no trade clause all of a sudden. And I'm like, okay. So I said, he really wants to go to Miami. I said, okay, so that's clear. Okay. But I don't know how he's going to fit in that system in Miami unless he knows something that I don't.
Well,
go ahead.
No, I'll just say, I think the dude is talented enough to fit into any system.
Yes.
He's football smart. I was getting ready to say he's smart individual, but that remains to be seen. That jury's still out on that. But he's football smart. He can make every throw on the field, and he's an elite athlete. So I feel like he can. I feel like he can succeed in any system. I just don't. If the trade did go down, I just have my doubts about it being Brian Flores' system.
Yeah. My issue is, for all the cloud around you, you're rarely arrogant to only want to go Miami, because I actually think Carolina's a better opportunity for you.
Yeah.
And Dave Tepper would have paid anything because he rolls. He rolls. But you want to be in Miami. I don't know if a person with the cloud over you should be in Miami.
Yeah,
I don't particularly think that's a good look.
That's my only issue. Well, that's my other issue. Number one was the system. Number two, all that stuff they got going on in Miami, you want to go there, dude. That means you're going to have to stay in your house because you can't go out anywhere. People are going to know who you are.
I mean, we've seen what he can do with a legit number one and a legit number two. Yeah, you go to Carolina and you throw to DJ Moore and you throw to Robbie Anderson, and then you have Christian McCaffrey whenever he's not hurt on the field. That's dangerous right there. Like how Carolina started would be how they would be. They would still be playing that way now.
It's an open division. It's an open. You can run that division because like Tampa this is probably Tampa's only little shot, and then they're gonna fall off. But you know, going to the AFC East, you got to contend with Buffalo for the next 10 years. You got maybe if Wilson, thank God he didn't get hurt, you might have to contend with him. And the Patriots are always still a problem with is the longest hoodies around. But you want to. So what was the reason? It's not a strategic reason. And
that's what I said.
And it's not a monetary reason, because as stated before, Dave Tepper got cake. He got money.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
His money got money.
His money, he internationally like makes moves. It's like him, Shah Khan, the Rams owner. But all right.
Yeah. I just don't get the move, man. I just don't.
Don't get me wrong, Stephen Ross ain't broke. The owner of the Dolphins, he ain't broke.
I hope it work out.
He's a real estate magnate, but I'm just saying.
Right.
I hope it work out for him, and I'm hoping he got a plan on why he would just pick the Dolphins. I'm not sure.
And then when that trade happens, that interview is going to be that press conference is going to be hella interesting because you ain't said a word.
Go ahead, Sean.
Go ahead, B. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, to be completely fair, when it comes down to him like picking the Dolphins, to be fair, they were one of the hottest up and coming teams heading into the offseason. Like at the end of the season last season. I mean, they had some things going, and you got the feeling that they were a quarterback short of, you know, really being on the cusp of contending for a playoff spot. Well, unfortunately for Miami, they thought they already had that in Tua, it's no fault of his own, but you know,
dude, it's only 2 years. It's only 2 years. This is only his second season. That's all I'm gonna say. It's only his second season.
Yeah, then you got a bad shake. So look, I got one more topic if y'all don't mind. If y'all want to do the picks, we can do the picks. I got one topic.
We got the rankings too.
Yeah. We'll do that next after. I just want to get y'all take on this, man. I know y'all heard about Tomlin, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of people been chirping, saying that it could be racist that these reporters asked him about taking a college job. My thing is, and I heard what he said. He said, "What?" He says, "Anybody bring up Sean Payton?" And I'm like, "Good point." But why do you think people were asking him about a college job?
Because they need something to talk about.
Yeah, that and his team stinks.
Yep.
And his quarterback is finished.
Yep.
And will he want to sit and start over in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, and Sean, it's just like Mahomes. They're doing it for the clicks. They're doing it for the likes. They're doing it for people buying. USC is casting a wide net. Everyone has been almost attached to this job. So his name came up. So did Urban Meyer's name came up. Joe Brady's name. It's like a lot of people's names have come up for this job. It's because they have screwed up that position ever since Pete Carroll left. So they're casting a wide net. And so every little reporter says anything. So he got upset about it. And also, I don't think it was a race thing. I think it was hey, why don't you take the job? And it was just, why we asked Sean Payton that? It was like, well, your team sucks, dude. Sean Payton's still like in the hunt.
Yeah, like of all the people that he named, you the only one with a losing record, bro. So.
Yeah. So just like, yeah, dude, like, you know, they don't ask you that question. But he is right. Why would I take a college job? I got one of the premier jobs in all of sports.
He's a Steeler, only the third coach in Steeler history.
I mean, it's the premier jobs in sports that come with pressure. It's Lakers, Celtics. In hockey, it's I don't know who's in hockey. The Rangers. In baseball, it's the manager of the Dodgers, the manager of the Yankees. You know, in football, in football, it's Dallas Cowboys is the Steelers,
New York Giants,
Packers,
Green Bay Packers. Yeah, so it's just like it's a marquee job.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. All right, B, what you got for rankings, B?
Let's dive into these rankings, man. New top 10 for this week. Apologize for not having it last week, but we gonna start at the 10 spot, man. Gonna start at the 10 spot. I wrestled with this one. I wrestled back and forth with it with two teams. I was like, Ultimately, I decided to put the Raiders at number 10 at 5-2. They got rid of the homophobic and racist cancer that is John Gruden and have persevered to win 2 games. I guess that's enough to put them there, right? I mean, hey, besides, I really didn't have the stomach to put Jameis here. Not yet. I still feel like he's gonna screw it up. But hey, they're 5-2, they're 5-2. Somehow, I saw the record after the game Monday.
I think they're in first place, right?
Nah, they second place behind the Bucks. They're 6-1. But yeah, at number 9, I got the Chargers at 4-2. 2 Sundays ago, they got mollywopped by a Baltimore team that just got mollywopped by the Bengals this past Sunday. Moral of the story: don't take 1 week so serious in the NFL.
Nope.
The Chargers get the Patriots, who just mollywopped the Jets. Okay, class. The phrase for this week is
mollywop.
Very good. Number 8, I got the Baltimore Ravens at 5-2. They got the win at Seattle, but let's be honest. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait.
No.
Nah.
They lost to the Bengals.
Yeah, they lost to the Bengals. Yeah. This was I forgot.
That game was ugly.
I forgot to put a description in this one. This was that was
Shabba Ranks ugly.
That was for some other team. But nevertheless, I got the Ravens at 5-2 at number 8. Good God, I butchered this. How did I get that? All right, so scratch that. The Raiders, y'all off the list. The Chargers are number 10. The Ravens are number 9. Number 8 this week, I got the Cincinnati Bengals at 5-2. I called the W at Baltimore, and now look, they currently sit atop. They currently sit atop the AFC. This is a young, explosive team that has a good defense. Might be too soon to start talking playoffs with games against the Chargers, Browns twice, and the Ravens again, but it's certainly attainable at this point. At this point in the season. Number 7, I got the Rams at 6-1. 7 weeks in, and I still really don't have a read on this team. They've beaten a good team handily, and they've also lost to a good team handily. So we'll learn a lot about them in 2 weeks when they play the Titans in Tennessee. Number 6, I got the Packers at 6-1. They play Arizona tonight.
Yeah.
And Randall Cobb is wide receiver 1. Exactly how great is Aaron Rodgers?
We'll find out tonight.
We about to find out. Number 5, we got the Buffalo Bills at 4-2. They got out-muscled 2 Mondays ago. But what better way to fix things up than to have your next 3 opponents be the Dolphins, Jets, and the Jags?
Oh. Redemption.
That's all home cooking.
Yeah. Number 4, we got the Tennessee Titans at 5-2. Last time we had rankings, I jokingly put this team at number 10 because there was no one else to put there. I owe the Titans an apology. Putting them here at number 4 is my apology. Number 3, I got the Cowboys at 5-1. Coming off a bye week, last time we saw this team, they hung the most yards on Belichick that he's ever allowed, even as his days as a coordinator. Still some kinks to work out on defense, and Leighton Vander Esch is actually playing worse than last year, if that's even possible. Number 2, we got the Bucks at 6-1. This team is simply on cruise control. Their next true test won't come until week 14 against Buffalo. To me, they have the inside track to the number 1 seed, despite the Cardinals being 7-0. And at number 1, got the Cardinals, 7-0. Class of the NFC, possibly the NFL. They've beaten good teams. They've beaten bad teams. Hasn't all been pretty, but hey, they're undefeated.
I get it.
Pretty much.
I agree with your top 5. I agree with your top 5 on that one.
So, 3 things y'all might want to watch out for this week. Will the Packers need me to play wide receiver tonight?
I got my jersey on the wall back there.
Randall Cobb is wide receiver number 1. Equanimous St. Brown is wide receiver number 2. I have concerns.
Equanimous. Come on, man.
Equanimous.
Is that a pharaoh?
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess that's what happens when you mix that King Louis XIII weed with the St. Ides malt liquor. Moving on, number 2. Will Stan Kroenke get jumped by other NFL owners for reneging on paying legal fees stemming from the Rams' move to LA?
You are one of the richest owners in the league. Your wife is a Walton who owns Walmart. Stop being cheap. You want it out of St. Louis. Pay them people the money and just wash your hands, because if you don't, it's gonna be a problem.
Yes. And number 3, keeping with this jumping tone, will Roger Goodell be the next catch a beat down from NFL owners for trying to protect Daniel Snyder?
Nah, the Congress coming for them. Watch, I'm telling you. You know it's bad when Congress get involved. Yeah. You know something gonna happen.
Why are you protecting him? This is my issue. I have this conversation with a friend of mine all the time. Why are you protecting him? He ruined one of Hallmark franchises and a loyal fan base in the nation's capital.
Yep.
Get rid of him.
Bruh. It's coming.
There are rich people who want the team.
Yep. It's coming because Congress already said it. They're putting pressure on Goodell now. Is he going to buckle? If he doesn't buckle, just think of the ramifications.
Technically, Dan Snyder's his boss.
Yeah.
Goodell answers to the 32 owners, so they're his boss. So maybe he had to protect one of his bosses. But it's up to the owners to say let's get rid of him. Yeah. Just get rid of him. He don't bring any kind of money in. No, he don't bring no outside businesses. You could have like major people come in and y'all can make y'all money, make side deals for yourselves. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Look,
the rumor's always swirling because his last ditch effort was to put his wife in charge. But some people run a league and people in the government saying that's not going to save him.
That's not going to save him.
Nah. He's just delaying the inevitable.
This dude was asking his president to get nudes of cheerleaders. Yet his wife would take over. She ain't no good either.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a train right there.
I did have an honorable mention for our 3 things to watch. He almost made it, but I thought it was worth mentioning anyway. Nick Sirianni likened the Philadelphia Eagles to a flower.
I know, right? I saw that today, man.
He basically said, us, the ones looking from the outside in, can't see the results yet, but they're watering the flower each day. Man, the next thing we know, the Eagles are going to be in practice holding hands, chasing butterflies.
I'm telling you now, everybody.
Nick Sirianni, sir, if they're a flower, you are Roundup.
I just want to know, what is Brian Daboll? What is what's the name of Kansas City? Offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy. What are they saying in these interviews that's throwing off these owners? But Sirianni gets jobs and Joe Judge get what are they? I don't, because when I see him, I see stupid.
Yes. Unfit for the job.
The only thing I can say about that, man, is that even before the interview process starts, they already know who they're going to pick.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I don't care how many changes they make to the Rooney Rule. It's still 32 faces that look like the color of my wall picking somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
And how many black billionaires we got in this league, in this country? How many Hispanic billionaires we got in this country? Come on now. How many Asian? I mean, the Brooklyn Nets is owned by a Chinese businessman. Yeah. Come on now. The Warriors, one of their principals or one of their is Asian. Come on. Huh.
Yeah, man. All right, bro. Let's roll these picks, man. Let me see who. All right. K-Man, I'll start with you, man. Who you got tonight?
Where's the game at? Oh, it's in
Arizona. Good weather.
I don't like the Cardinals defense. I mean, it's okay. It's just not that good, but I don't know about Green Bay. I'm taking the Cardinals. I don't like. It's about the defense. think Green Bay has enough to stop Kyler and the rest of them.
Yeah, I don't think
So
they
give
do
me
either.
the Cardinals.
Who you got, B?
I get your concern. The Cardinals, they're a dangerous team, bro. Green Bay still got corners missing. And that's the strength of Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
the passing game. But at some point, you have these career-defining moments. Never before has Aaron Rodgers went into a game missing his 1, 2, and 3 at wide receiver.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers steps up tonight, bro. I'm taking the Packers.
But hold up. Remember that time that he did come back against the Cardinals? Wasn't he missing all his receivers then? Because he's already
We all talking about Aaron Rodgers here.
he hit them two like
No, it's Jordy. No. He had Jordy, right?
Jordy Nelson. I think.
No,
He didn't have Jordy
Jordan
Nelson?
He
was already gone?
He was already gone.
Huh.
Hmm.
He already had that career-defining moment against them.
He didn't have so.
He'll
he
get
done had
another
so
one
many-
tonight.
Yeah, he didn't have so many career-defining moments.
I'm siding
That's
with
true.
greatness.
Okay.
All right, B. Panthers at the Falcons, B.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Ryan.
Yeah, give me the Falcons. Sam Darnold is a train wreck, bro. He is a train wreck. And that loss to the Giants, getting blown out like that,
Yeah, and he got benched that game too, man.
it's not a good look. Yeah, give me the Falcons.
Who you got, K, man?
I got the Falcons. I haven't picked against them twice in the last 2 weeks and got burned. And they're playing the Panthers. Give me the Falcons.
Yeah, really. All right, K, man. Titans at the Colts. This should be a good game.
Oh, Titans.
Yeah, that's what I picked. Yeah, yeah. Who you got, B?
King Henry.
He not. If anybody needs some Kavase, somebody needs some name something after him. King Henry the 27.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'd be a top selling brand. All right, B. The Dolphins.
Stiff on me right to the couch.
That's like Kramer with Hennigan's. No smell, no.
First time you sip it, that's strong.
Yeah. And look, you get knocked down, your feet going there like how Derrick Henry be stiff arming people.
Right.
Hey, B. Dolphins at the Bills, B.
Give me the Bills.
You had to think about that one, man.
No, I wasn't thinking. I was thinking about the beatdown. It's about to come to Miami.
Who you got, K, man?
Give me the Bills. This is the one that's going to make them pull the trigger on getting Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, that might be and it's up there in Buffalo. Who? That wind coming off the Niagara Falls ain't too rough.
Mm-hmm.
All right, K, man. Steelers. I'm sorry, hold on. Bengals at the Jets.
Bengals.
Yeah, that's gonna be a slaughter there. Who you got, B?
Give me the Bengals.
Yeah, man. Dang, Joe Burrow and your boy Chase look good against the Ravens, man. God, dog.
Yeah, Jamar Chase is a problem, dude.
Yeah, he gonna cause some big time.
He pulled the wool over all of our eyes. I can't catch a ball because he'll have stripes. Okay, and we were making fun of him and look at him.
I know, right?
Catching everything thrown at him. It was a hustle. You hustled us. You hustled us, player. You hustled us.
That's what it looked like. If he continues on the path he's on now, y'all might be on something.
If he continues on the path right now, it looks like Montana and Rice or Young and Rice for the next 15 years.
Man, he has so many yak yards, man. After he catch the ball and somebody touch him, he can break out of something and he's gone.
Yep. The only issue I have is that field. I don't like that field.
All right, here you go, B-Wig. Steelers at the Browns, man. People been talking about this game because Baker Mayfield don't want to lose his job.
Don't want to lose his job.
Is he coming back this week?
Yeah, he said he's going to play. Even though
Okay,
even though the doctor said we don't think it's a good idea, but
I don't think it's a good idea either. But if he's playing, give me the Browns.
man,
You got a long career ahead of you, dude.
Yeah, the Browns. Give me the Browns.
Yeah, I don't know what. And they say he's worried about your boy, man, who played last.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he is not.
Who is worried about Case Keenum?
You know why? Because they're both about the same size. They both come from the state of Texas and were high school winning quarterbacks.
Oh.
If y'all know, that goes a long way in the state of Texas. Friday Night Lights and all that crap.
Case Keenum is a lifelong journeyman. He will never, ever be anybody's franchise QB.
Case of the Keenum, huh?
I mean, he's such a journeyman. No, that's a bad joke. I'm gonna leave that alone. He's trash.
That's an actual position at a train yard. You know, a journeyman. They work on a train. All right, hey,
we should just call it Case Keenum.
All right, okay, man. Eagles at the Lions.
Give me the Lions.
Yeah, that's who I picked, man. I think they
give me the Lions. Give me the Lions. Get their first win.
Yeah, who you got, B?
The Lions are definitely getting that first dub this week against the Flowers. The Philadelphia Flowers.
Hey, man, when y'all edit, we got to put something in there. Like something for the 60s Flower Child or something, man. Who's that? All right. The Rams at the Texans, B.
Rams.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer there, man.
Yeah.
What's the Texans quarterback name?
Who cares?
He got two last names. All right. Who you got, K-Man?
Yeah, give me the Rams.
The Texans should just go ahead and tank, man. That's what I'm thinking.
Go ahead and tank. They are tanking. They just,
and they're gonna make that move to get. They're gonna make that move to get 5 picks.
Right.
Wow.
They be all right.
No, they won't. No, they won't. Did you see what the owner said last year? That he had to apologize. They will not be all right.
No. See, I won't saying that. I won't saying that literally. Look, I'm the father of a 7. I'm the father of a 7-year-old.
Okay.
And sometimes he like to try stuff that I tell him not to do. And like if he bite a spicy piece of chicken or something that I told him that was spicy, you be all right.
Yeah. I know, yeah, but yeah. I got you. Right, okay, man. People been talking about this game, man. 49ers at the Bears.
It's probably gonna be really cold because it's like cold on the East Coast, so it's probably like.
Man, you know where the 49ers play up in that part of California is cold.
Yeah,
it ain't that cold. It ain't shit. It ain't that Chicago, cold. It ain't Chicago cold. It ain't coming off like Michigan cold.
It's not Chicago.
But Khalil Mack's not playing in that game. Give me the 49ers.
Yeah, that's who I picked, man. Who you got, B?
I'll take the 49ers as well. The Bears.
That offensive line for the Bears, man.
They need 2 or 3 years, man.
That's another team that doesn't draft offensive linemen. Why? God dog it.
They always think they're better than what they are.
Yeah.
All right, B. People kind of been chirping about this game on Twitter. Patriots at the Chargers.
This is an interesting game.
Yeah.
So basically the Patriots will be in Foxborough again. So man.
Go ahead and do it, man.
Chargers are looking to bounce back from a beat down. Oh man.
Roll with the hoodie.
I think I am. Yeah, give me the Pats. Give me the Pats.
Over the bro.
Yeah, over the Chargers. Yeah. It's a tough decision. I could go either way.
The Chargers win your list, and the Patriots weren't.
That's true, but this game feels different for me. Like if this game was in Foxborough, I would probably take the Chargers, to be honest. Y'all know that sounds backwards.
Yeah. I know, bizarre.
Yeah, but I
don't know.
I just give me the hoodie on the road, man.
And who you got, K, man?
I'm taking the Patriots. We're in late October, heading into November. We're out of Charger season. this is usually when they fall.
See, 5% spike. There you go.
Oh my God.
This man said Chargers season.
That's not mine. That's what they say in Bronco country, because they always talk about this, because they like every year everybody hypes up the Chargers, and then it's off season's called Charger season, and then they fall apart. So
All right, okay, man. Jags at the Seahawks, man. You gonna pick the Jags, ain't you?
No, I'm gonna pick the Seahawks. Jags got the bye, and they got cold again, so they had momentum when they won their first game. But no, I'm going with the Seahawks.
Gino gonna get a win. Who you got, B?
I'm going with the Jags.
Oh, going against the green, huh?
Yeah, and I mean, to be honest, I don't care for either coach, but Gino, yeah, I'm taking the youngin. Oh, I'm taking Trevor. Give me Trevor.
All right. In this the game. Y'all know who I got. I don't know. I don't understand why this is not the game of the week, but the Bucks at the Saints. B.
Don't nobody want to see the Saints. Give me the Bucks.
Hey!
Don't nobody want to see Jameis throw 4 interceptions against the Bucks. Come on now.
His agent don't want to see Jameis.
Who you got, K, man?
I got the Bucks. Come on now. I look. I'm not gonna look until certain players start coming back from the Saints. It's a dicey move with picking the Saints.
And look, you know, we just got Ingram back.
Washed.
Y'all would have been better off getting Ray Rice. I mean,
oh man, you gonna bring that up? God,
at least he physical. I mean, is it too soon?
Yeah, too soon. Man.
Okay. Too soon.
Okay.
God, okay.
I mean, I thought we was out of the Me Too movement. My bad.
No.
All right, K man. Oh, you look, B. I almost said, K man, your football team at your Broncos.
Oh.
My bad, man.
Football team.
Who you got, K man? Football team at the Broncos.
Jerry Jeudy is coming back, but I don't like our offensive line. I don't like Heineken. I'm gonna take the Washington Football Club.
Hey, I was gonna tell you, Heineken said he drinking a non-alcoholic Heineken this week. But all right, who you got, B?
Broncos.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's gonna be an interesting game, though. I'm telling you.
Peyton Manning is getting inducted to the Ring of Fame. The last time they inducted someone to the Ring of Fame, they embarrassed themselves. I look to the Broncos to do it again. So, sorry, Peyton.
Yeah, dog. Man, bro, he brought up a well-deserved ceremony. They ain't gonna say, yeah, team got trashed the last time that happened. Yeah, dog. All right, B. Cowboys and the Vikings.
I don't know for certain if Dak's gonna play this game. If he doesn't, the Vikings might win the game, but I'm gonna take the Cowboys.
Yeah, I thought he said he was gonna try to give it a go.
Well, yeah, but he stopped short of that today, saying that it's a long season and he doesn't want it to linger.
I heard that, and I think that would be the best for him, man, to sit out this game. But hey,
especially if you look at your division,
yeah, right. We got a 3.5 game lead on the division, like
exactly.
Yeah, I mean it's just the Vikings.
Man, who you got, K man?
I got the Vikings. Dalvin Cook gonna run all up on them, and Daniil Hunter, if Dak plays, is just gonna make him his daddy. I mean, it's not gonna be. I'm
telling you now, if the Vikings win, K man, I can't say you're cheating, but something's up.
Look, if you're saying I'm cheating, you're saying I'm looking into the future. If I'm looking into the future, you know how many lottery tickets I would have?
Oh man,
you know how much money all these sports booking betting apps. You think no? Come on now.
Oh man, all right, K man. The Monday night game, Giants at the Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, man.
If the Giants had a little bit more talent, I would pick the Giants, but they don't. So the reason I picked the Giants last week because I like what Joe Judge said. He took blame on himself, and when I watch Vic Fangio, Vic says we need to do a better job. Whereas you see Joe Judge said, no, it starts with me. When you start looking at yourself and holding yourself accountable and not trying to spread it all around, your team looks up to that. Because they like, you stink. And they're like, yeah, you know what? I stink. And he tell everybody I stink. But unfortunately, they don't have that much talent. Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And why is this the Monday night game?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it just because of the New York market?
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know. Who you got, B?
I'm gonna do something very uncharacteristic here
Oh, Lord Jesus.
and pick the Chiefs.
Yeah. I'll just say.
Look, man, look. I was getting ready to say, look. By y'all going the opposite on everything, I said, you know what? Next week we should pick all the teams we think gonna lose and see if they win.
Nah, if it gets too bad, I'm gonna do that. But now, I mean, with this game, I mean, it's too many Jason Garrett's on that team. So,
Too many Daniel Jones.
Yeah, and look, you know, the Ravens and the Raiders got the bye this week. That's what threw me off. I'm like, wait a minute. I said, did I put in too many games in this joint? I had to look, it's only 2 teams with a bye this week. Okay.
You know, for every good game Daniel Jones plays, oh boy, he about to make the Chiefs look like the 85 Bears.
Daniel Boone.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Boone, man. So
the Chiefs back. That's what you're gonna hear Tuesday.
You know that,
Exactly.
That's gonna be the tagline.
You're gonna hear Green. You know the mic that we didn't like. Are the Chiefs back? It's funny that ESPN kept him and not the one everyone liked. But he's on NBC Sports now, so good for him.
Yeah, really. But that's gonna be the tagline. The Chiefs are back.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Chiefs are back.
Wait till Colin Cowherd gets a hold of it.
Uh-huh.
This is all they needed to get back on track.
Listen, speaking of that dude, I was listening to him today.
Why?
Because I didn't have a meeting going.
You know what? Meditate, sir.
This dude talking about Atlanta's going to make the playoffs. And I'm like, huh?
The NFC is weak. They could.
No.
There's an extra spot.
He's a radio dude.
Yeah, he did.
He's a radio dude. They brought him over because Tony Kornheiser wanted to get off the national program. They brought him off. He still has those radio tactics. It's the same how you see Jim Roborn. The radio dudes throw stuff at the wall because they got to pay for commercials and they got to keep you watching. And so that's why I don't listen to radio anymore because it's stupid. That's why I like podcasts.
And look, what you call him said that? Colin
like our own podcast.
Yeah.
He said, I know people don't like me. I know I'm a loud mouth. And I'm like, man.
The Atlanta Falcons are currently sitting at 500. They're getting ready to get another win this week. So it's not out of the realm of possibility for them to make the playoffs. Yeah, it's not out of the realm of possibility. I mean, who do they have underneath them legitimately fighting for a playoff spot? Chicago? No. Carolina? No. San Francisco? Maybe. Washington? No. Philly? No. New York? No. Seattle? No. Detroit? Seattle? No. They already got 5 losses.
Yeah.
Detroit? No. So
it's possible.
I kind of agree with him.
He said it's possible based on their schedule, what they have now. But he put more weight in their player personnel.
Terry Fontenot. He was the one out. He was the one I wanted. I mean, I know I like George Payton, but I wanted Terry Fontenot.
But look, he said for the past 4 to 5 years, he's picked the Falcons to do something. He said every year they've always let him down.
Yeah, well, to be honest, and we going long. The Falcons, the Falcons have they've been trying to pick themselves up and dust themselves off from 28-3.
Yeah.
And it has taken this long.
They fester.
Yeah. Also, let me say this, and because I know we're going long, and I don't want to go too much longer. Atlanta's a terrible sports town. That's it.
Yeah.
They got all these new arenas and stadiums with nobody there. I mean, you can show me T.I. in the front row all you want, but I'm trying to look for, Michael or Michelle or just regular. They ain't showing up to those games.
No.
Stop wasting time with these stadiums.
Look, for Atlanta fans are not diehard fans. They have teams because people live in Atlanta. Hey, the Falcons are my team. I live in Atlanta. But they haven't had fans since Michael Vick. And you got to put a winning product on. You got to put a winning product on the court because the Atlanta Hawks still struggle to sell out games. Yeah, because Atlanta's almost like New York and LA. There's things to do. Exactly.
And unless it's a hey. It's things to do. I really do hate you. But it's also one of those, hey, if you popping, it's a place to be.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
I hate y'all.
Get some good chicken wings, huh? The best chicken wings in the South.
Oh, I hate y'all so much.
Plug it out with the homie.
Chilling over there with Reverend Rollo Goodlove.
Yes, sir. Grab your handful.
Hey, man, look, and when I was down
there, people you eat.
And look, when I was down there, they got a ton of them. I went through Midtown, downtown, Buckhead. They got a ton of them.
Yeah, all that being said, be careful in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
Yeah. All right, man. All right, America. It's been good. Get your shot. I got my third shot, which put me down for a whole day Saturday. Yeah. But get your shot, America.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. I'm going to give me some sunflower seeds.
All right.
All right, y'all. Check us next week.